Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. I told you all this week that we needed to call everybody that was in the House Ways and Means Committee about two bills, the Hearing Protection Act, which was going to remove suppressors from the NFA, and the Short Act, which is going to remove short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and any other weapons from the NFA. We are this close to dismantling the National Firearms Act, and there's a couple bozos who are holding it up on the Republican side. I need you guys and gals, yes, it's Sunday, call them today, call them Monday, call them Tuesday, call them several times. There's gonna be a few people that I want you to call. I'm telling you who's holding it up, and it's a name we heard, an old NRA name that's gonna probably anger some people too, rightfully so. So the first person I want you to be aware of is David Kustoff. David Kustoff is a representative in the House of Representatives from Tennessee, from the 8th district here in Tennessee, and that's out western part of the state. And he is trying to push a bill that is not the Hearing Protection Act, but a bill that would reduce our $200 tax on suppressors down to $5, which many people say, hey, you know, that's not bad. I'd pay $5 extra to buy a suppressor. However, they remain in the NFA. You remain on a registry. Whereas the Hearing Protection Act, the original language as written, removes it from the NFA. No registry, no $200 tax stamp, none of it. You have to ask yourself why some people would be okay with still keeping you on a registry. We'll give you an attaboy down to $5. We'll save you $195, but we're still going to know who you are, what you have, and where you live. It's not the way it's supposed to be. We have a chance to dismantle the NFA right now. I need you guys to call David Kustoff. I don't care where you live in this country. Call this jackass. He's a Republican. His office phone number is 202-225-4714. Again, 202-225-4714. You own a suppressor, you want to own a suppressor. Maybe you want to own one, but you don't want to pay that $200 tax stamp and get on the registry. Call this jackass. Now, there's somebody else who's working with him that's interesting. You might remember this name. He used to be the head of the National Rifle Association, the NRA ILA, Chris Cox. Now, Chris Cox is a lobbyist now. He owns a lobbying firm, Capital 6 Advisors, I think it is. It's Capital 6, I know that. And Chris is, from the information I have, Chris is working with or lobbying with David Kustoff right now to not do the Hearing Protection Act, to not remove suppressors from the NFA, to not remove the entire tax stamp, and go with the $5 tax stamp, plus you're still in the NFA, still on the registry. I don't know why Chris Cox would do this. I don't know why David Kustoff would be pushing this. What I do know is that we can stop it, and I need you all to just do this for me. Call Kustoff immediately. There's also one other person I'm going to want you to call, and that is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. That's Jason Smith, 202-225-4404, 202-225-4404. Call those two over and over again. And if I didn't look for Capital 6 Advisors, but if you Google Capital 6 Advisors, call Chris Cox too. Now, I don't know Chris Cox personally. We've been in the same room a couple times. I don't know him personally. But I do know that I have put Chris Cox on my channel a couple times in his own words when he was still with NRA, which he has no ties to NRA anymore, but he said that he was okay with the red flag law. And he said that he was okay with a bump stock ban. So I don't know how Chris feels now, but I do know that Chris and David Kustoff right now are the two biggest reasons that there's still infighting in the House Ways and Means Committee, and we do not have long to get this done. Our chance to dismantle the NFA is now, and the door is closing. So jump on it, please, guys and gals. I know it's Sunday. Take a couple minutes to make a phone call or three here. Call Kustoff It's, again, 202-225-4714. And say, David, I don't know what you're thinking, but let's fix this. And call Jason Smith, the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, 202-225-4404. And if you can find, I apologize, if you can find Capital 6 advisors, call Chris Cox. Remember, don't say things that will get you into a bind. Be respectful, yet firm. Be polite, yet firm. There is nothing in the history of this country's firearm regulation that falls within text, history, and tradition for the NFA. It is unconstitutional. It is illegal. And guys and gals, when I tell you we're close, we're close. Like, this is the closest we've ever been. And of course, there's other things going in the background that I can't wait to tell you about. Let's knock this out of the park, guys and gals. The Guns and Gadgets militia, couple phone calls, get on these people, call them several times, and hit them on their Twitter, please. And while you're doing them, while you're hitting them up on their Twitter, tag at POTUS, that's the President of the United States, tag at Real Donald Trump, tag at White House, tag at Rapid Response 47, tag at Pam Bondi, tag at Kash Patel, and whoever else you can think of. But those are key. We've had a few wins that have resulted off of Twitter feedback in this administration. Let's keep that streak going. Guys and gals, we the people have the power, not some lobbyist, not some ass clown representative who thinks that they know better than you or they think that they're a king. We're about to show them who's the real boss. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Stay free. Stay ready. Take care.